Get a lot of calls about coin mechanism, so I'm going to do the Coinco coin mechanism today. There's two different formats. This 2 wires is executive, so you've got power connection and data connection. This one here is just one. It's called MDB, where you've just got the one connection. Executive, a lot of the functions on the coin mech are actually controlled by the coin mech. With MDB, all functions are controlled by the machine itself. Pop it open, press down the grey button, lift it out, and remove the ribbon cable. We're going to look at this first. So inside here, we've got the sensors. This is where the coin runs down, so it's all important that this area is all kept quite clean. So just clean it with a damp cloth and make sure nothing's sticky. Same along this runner here, the coin runs down along there, so these sensors have to check the coin. It has to do it all in a split second, so if there's any dirt, it's slowing the coin down and it's not reading correctly. You may get some coin jams. A lot of the time you can give it a good shake and get the coins out, sometimes not. So just lift this up, get your screwdriver, pop that little lever up, the thing comes up. Inside here as well, we've got a couple of more sensors. Make sure all these are clean and around this area. These things here are called gates. So as the coin comes in, a gate may drop over, so a coin will go into a particular tube, depending on what tube, or it may continue on and go straight down into the cash box. So you can feel that's a bit stiff there, so you get the coin dropping down, runs along here. So if it's a 5-cent coin, that gate will pull in and the 5 cents will drop straight into the change tube. We're going to have a look. We're going to put this back together again. So 2 nibs on each side, just pops in there into place, and just make sure you hold this up there. It clicks into position. So as I was saying, sometimes those gates are not working too well. The coins are jamming on you, so what you need to do is just pop this off and have a look. So these are all the different gates. So sometimes what actually happens is they're not sitting in their correct well, and if you have a good look at it, you can see if there's any particular issues. But you have an awful lot of levers and stuff in here, but a lot of the time you can see a particular problem. Okay, inside this is where your change goes, so it drops through down and is stored in these tubes. So when it fills up, a reflector here with a sensor inside there reflects, seeing that it's being blocked, knows that the coins are being the tube is full. Also on the back here you've got another chute which the coins actually go down and into the cash box. Now what can actually happen is the machine could be jammed up with euro coins or €2 coins, but the machine will still be taking money, but only until the tubes are full. And once the tubes are full, it'll actually stop taking coins. So if these were low in change, it'll accept small change like 5s, 10s, 20s and 50s, but will reject all the euros and €2 coins. So just open up the back there, make sure the sensor is clean. You've got another sensor here Just make sure everything's clean and just remove the coins. The other problem that you get a lot of is coins jamming in the dispensers down here. So these are the two kickers that kick the coin out into the coin return shoe. So I'm going to take this apart to show you how to take it apart. With two screws on each side. One here in the middle. Well, just lift the whole unit out. So in here you can see small little springs on each side. So that's what kicks the coin out. Now, sometimes if you get a jam, these can go out of position. So you need to actually reset them. So what you've got here is on the motor, you've got a small little mark and you've got a small little cutout in there. So they should be actually going and matching up. So what you need to do is actually do this with the power on the Mech. So if it's not matching up, you need to reset the motor. So just press the selection button or the dispense button. It'll run the motor and the motor should go back to its home position. So get the unit then, pop it on, and just make sure that it's lined up correctly in the two markings there. Take the unit down and pop it back on. So once you got the unit back on again, just connect it up, whether it's executive or MDB. You can also, with executive, if you want to fill the change tubes with change, you press and you hold the two outside buttons until it says float. And once it says float, it'll say A, B, C and D. Take your coins, drop them through and they'll all go into the proper tubes. Some people load the change in this way and fill up the tubes. Can be done, but to be honest, I prefer doing it this way because it means that the mechanism knows exactly how many coins are in there and just seems to give less trouble. That's it. Thanks a million.